So, this is the first time you've driven across the country since 1976. You actually didn't drive back then, of course.
Oh, of course.
It's the first time you've actually driven across the country. What is your take on the whole experience?
It was a lot, I don't know if easier is the right word. I thought I was going to go crazy with long...
Let me just be straight with you. You did.
I thought it was going to be harder, but we never did longer than 10-hour days, right? So that's pretty long, but it's not like we were driving 14 hours a day or something.
Right, and that's the key to doing something like this is you can't overdo it or you're going to.
So it was manageable.
I
feel like it was manageable chunks of time.
If you put a rock slide that you're going to see it, if it's coming down in front of you, that's where it's going to hit your car.
It was, we were very lucky with the weather, I think, which made it easier, and certainly not driving through snow and blizzards and tornadoes and awful rain helped.
Right.
We had a lot of sun.
Very fortunate on our route.
Yeah.
What would you say was some of the things that we saw? Some of the best things?
I feel like we saw a lot of pretty countryside just driving, which was nice. Certainly in California, it was beautiful in the ocean, and yeah, lots of ships or tanker. I guess they're platforms, right? That's kind of what it looks like out there. I had about a day and a half too much, maybe even 2 days too much of desert. It was pretty for a very short period of time, and then it was just boring. And Texas was awful. Sorry, Texas. Texas was awful.
Don't mess with Texas.
Don't mess with Texas.
Texas.
I liked stopping at the Redwoods. That was nice. And doing a little bit of walk around. I did like when we were in Seattle with Mom, and we took that walk through the whatever that place was called, the preserve or the sanctuary or whatever it was called, the gardens. Except for I wish that I had worn socks because my feet were cold.
Want to do a selfie with us sitting here on the bench?
I really liked the billboards. That was, I think, especially Felix's billboard.
Oh,
I got to see it in person in Tucson, and was excited that the Women's March in Tucson, marched right by it on 6th and Broadway. So 10,000 people saw his billboard. Did you know that this route was going to go by here? Genius. Pure genius.
Do you notice that?
Yeah.
I liked...
It was awesome.
I liked... it was fun being in Seattle. Tennessee was pretty. I drove through 3 states that I had never been to before. Can't really count New Mexico because we only stepped on New Mexico on the Four Corners, so I'd never been to New Mexico. But honestly,
What were the 3 states?
New Mexico, Arkansas, and Tennessee. I've never been to.
And of those 3, which one is the worst?
New Mexico.
Worst?
It was the least. It was the.
New Mexico was the best. Okay.
New Mexico was the least scenic from the car. We never. I don't even think we ever got out of the car in New Mexico. Like I don't even think we went to the bathroom in New Mexico.
2 of the worst motels we stayed in were in Arkansas and Tennessee.
Yes, I would agree with that.
The worst experiences. So this is the room. That's all right, except a little disappointing. No office chair, which I prefer for the desk. Just a regular chair, kind of low. I like to sit up higher. And I moved the car. You can see it there. It's the one in the middle of those 3 cars. So I can see it from my window. I prefer to be able to look out of my window and keep an eye on my car as much as possible. Obviously, I can't do that while I'm asleep. But, you know. Although, if you can see, look out here. That's all grass. Look how far away it is. That's just really... Why didn't they just make that a parking lot up close there and just, you know, make the parking right up front? Maybe they assume people are going to play Frisbee on the grass or run their dogs around. Or it's just very odd. I've never seen anything like that. All right, so... we're finishing up this journey, a 4,000 mile plus journey from Seattle to Washington, D.C.
Via California.
And what was the worst thing that happened on the trip?
Oh.
I'm going to say Oregon. Just the whole state of Oregon. Fuck you, Oregon. Learn how to do stuff. Yeah, I got rooked by this gas station attendant who forced me to run my debit card as credit and pay 10 cents extra a gallon. I don't even know if he worked at the gas station. He just, you know, apparently Oregon is like New Jersey where they have to pump your gas. I don't even know that. It's very annoying, you know. I think we're all adults now. We can pump our own gas. With a few exceptions. There are people who probably should not be allowed to pump their own gas. Those people who smoke while they're pumping gas or various other activities. And playing music loudly while pumping gas is probably... Those people should not be allowed to pump their own gas. So the next thing that happens is trying to get gas. And some places I just pull up, get gas, and pump it myself. And then other places I'm getting harassed by some dude who wants me to give him cash. You know, every time I pull into a gas station or some dude harassing me for cash, he is a thief. Okay, so that is also stupid. The fact that they're so isolated on this part of the world, all out here by themselves, they don't know what goes on in the rest of the country. Anyone who hangs out at a gas station who is trying to get cash from you is a criminal. They don't work there, and I have no idea who these people are. So I pull into this one gas station, and this guy's like, yeah, the credit card thing's broken, we're only taking cash. So I'm like, see you later. I'm not handing some stranger who's standing by my car some cash. I just don't do it. And then I go to another gas station, which is of course more expensive, and a guy comes over and he's like, I'm supposed to pump it. I'm like, all right. You know, New Jersey's stupider little brother. And I'm doing, you know, the credit card thing. And I'm like, here, go ahead. He's like, no, you're on a roll. Go ahead and finish it. So he's obviously really sarcastic employee. Or you could just call him a dick. And then also the whole incident with the, in Portland where they can't be bothered to clear ice off of their roads, and if they're not going to clear it off, at least close a lane on the highway so that accidents don't happen and then traffic gets all backed up. So yeah, just clueless Joes living in Oregon.
Treacherous. That section near Portland was treacherous.
I'm going to declare now that I will never go to Oregon again. Although I said that 20 years ago about Arizona. And actually, Tucson, Arizona was the best experience of the trip. So there you go. So closed-mindedness does not pay off.
If we don't get the 3 license plates before we get to Mom, or any version of the 3 license plates before we get to Mom's, and I happen to see 1 or all 3 on my way back to Tommy's house, does that count?
Nope, doesn't count. We never, it's your game. You never established the rules. I think I got like 1.
Well, you were doing most of the driving. So it's better that you're not looking at license plates when you're driving.
Waiting to see an actual main plate on a car.
Or a truck.
So that
That's a
has to be a car. Because we've already seen plenty on trucks, so it's sort of like halfway. It's sort of a 2.5 left. We're gonna see Delaware.
We will likely see Maine. I'm confident we're going to
yeah, but South Dakota is the coveted prize.
It's a probably 20% shot.
What we could do
we'll
is there is a senator from South Dakota who obviously works in D.C. We could call their office.
I am not.
And find out where they parked their car today.
I am not driving to downtown D.C. I'm done. No more city driving.
If you are the senator from South Dakota and you're watching us now, because I know you have nothing better to do, please tell us where you parked. Please. We need to know. Thank you.
You've come a long way from the runny-nosed and scruffy kid I knew. You had such good